the temple.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop? Climbing back, and we'll be off. If you don't mind a piece of advice, stay out of trouble.
Let's keep moving.
They'll toss you in the Sidna mine, and you'll never get out.
Out of all the Daedric princes, Sanguine is the only one I would actually consider worshipping. He really understands how to have a good time and knows the importance of alcohol. I quite like Sheogorath too. So you're good with destruction. I do like causing a bit of destruction myself, although I prefer the traditional methods.
Let's keep moving.
Are you sure this is right?
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
A fight! Somebody help! Out of reach! We're routed! Move!
do with it?
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You have the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragon. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward. Yes, that's it. The symbol of the pillar on the left. Even that Skyhaven temple was sealed
Well,
against
that
the
has got to
return.
be the world's easiest puzzle.
I will try turning all the pillars to that symbol.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see what those old blades left in our way.
Remarkably well preserved. Here's the blood seal, another lost Akaviri arts, no doubt triggered by blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered Regan Cyrodiil?
It's coming to life. After you, Dragon. You should have all the
Well, at least you... We're here for Alderman Wall, right?
Let's see. Up ahead. Here it is. Isn't it amazing? Ah, of course. Not everyone has an appreciation for the art. Let me see if I can find the right panel.
Please tell me we don't have to listen to this guy give me a lecture. Come on. already tired from all the walking, and this guy is so boring.
Here it is. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord talks, masters of the voice.
All this walking is giving me a front wedgie.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory, mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout, but there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons, or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew. Alduin and his herd.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy
Finally!
which brought
I
the
never
Akaviri
thought
to
I would be
Tamriel
so happy to go and see the
in search of the
Greybeards.
Dragonborn.
But after having to tag
Here are
along
the
with the
Akaviri.
mighty geriatric dragon slayers,
The place was
they seem wonderful in comparison.
the ancient mission fulfilled. Are you paying attention now? Sky, guard you.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn. No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einoth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you because I do not know it. It is called Dragon Rend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragon Rend holds no place within the way of the voice. But not Dragon Rend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. You weren't ready, you still aren't ready. But, thanks to the blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Have you noticed that people seem to always say the same things? And people complain about me.
You my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragon. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon. Lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Look! 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 Look!
I can't help feeling a kind of connection between us. I'm not sure what it is. I guess it's natural with you being a brave adventurer. And me, well,
Bruce?
Greetings, Wunderneek. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? Yes, Vaza. You speak true, Dovahkiin. Forgive me. It has been long since I held Tinvak with a stranger. I gave in to the temptation to prolong our speech. Drem. Patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove.
I always open up for you. I mean, to you.
By long tradition, the elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. The word calls you. Go to it. You understand fire as the Dove do. Now, show me what you can do. Greet me not as mortal, but as Dova. Ah, yes. Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a jaw, mortal. Even for one of Dovasos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Crosis, sorrowfully, no. It cannot be known to me. Your kind Jaw, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lin Vokin. Would you stop the next world from being born? Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monaven, what you name throat of the world? Drem, patience. I am answering in my way. This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Sokravakstruma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him. Yes and no. Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
The only one I would actually consider worshipping. He really understands how to have a good time and knows the importance of alcohol. Quite like Shieldworth too.
How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jaw do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwahlan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suryek. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Nay, I knew better. Tidbo Amativ, time flows ever onward. One day he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. Tid Krent, time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll, back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here.
Greybeards is a dragon?
You are likely better informed than
So I guess we need an Elder Scroll then? Is that all? Well, that shouldn't be hard.
Trust
I mean,
your
they're just laying all
instincts,
over the place.
Dovahkiin. Your
There was
blood
something
will
he was
show
going
you
to
the
say that we
way.
had to do something difficult.
Dremyolok, greetings. Return it here to the Tid Ahran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain. But I believe the scrolls bond with the Tid Ahran. Then you will feel. No, you will see them. Wuth Fadon, my friends, Haken, the first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Yun. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater.
Greybeards any help? Know anything about the shout used against Alduin? Know the Greybeards any help? Do they know anything about the shout?
back. I hope you've made some progress on tracking down this shout. Ah, indeed. And there's a pretty puzzle. Not the kind of thing you will find in your...
Perhaps the College of Winterhold. What learning there is in Skyrim. One of the mages there may be able to put you on the trail of this Elder Scroll.
That's all. You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf in my right ear.
I've been looking for you. A letter. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I wonder why the Dunmer are called the Dark Elves.
Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lived. Certainly. Concentrate. You'll also need. Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune. Mirabelle will be waiting. Bruce?
Be careful.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn. Now, do you require assistance? And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand girl? I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained. Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price. The simplest way to put it is knowledge, but there's nothing. It's a reflection of all possible futures, and each reader sees different reflections through different lenses, and may come away with a different. But at the same time, all of it is true. Even the falsehoods, especially the falsehoods. Ah, you think that even if I did have one here, it would be kept under the highest security? The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. I don't know who told you that, but I'll do what I can. What we do have are plenty of books. I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much, so don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you think that even it would be kept under the highest security? The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. Of course, I'll bring everything we have on them. But so don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor. And what do you plan to do with it? An elder's to read an elder. Even so, the divines usually... It would take a month to explain to you. The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond and Sorry, talking about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and vague metaphors like, you think that it would be kept under the highest... What about... Wait. I'll bring everything we have on them. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Until next time. Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them. I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Hundreds of years. If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure. You need a book? Aye, that's the work of Septimus. He's the world's master of the nature of elders. He's been gone for a long while. Too long. Somewhere up north, in the ice fields. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but well, that was years ago. Haven't heard from him since.
He seemed pleased to see us. It's rare to find someone so jolly in Skyrim. Anyways, let's go and find... I'm almost tempted to rearrange some of the library books here to annoy that orc. He has quite a temper though, so I'm a bit wary.
then the top level. Well, the Empire. They absconded with them. I know of one. Forgotten. But I cannot go to it, not poor Septimus, for I, here. Well, here as in this plane, on the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby. One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must... You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside. Septimus is clever among... Lucky then they left behind their own way of reach. In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies. Have you heard of Black Reach? Cast upon where Drimmer City slept, under deep, below the dark. Oftand, the point of puncture. Delve to its but not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the hidden key to 2 things I have for you. The round one for tuning. Dwemer music is sought. The edged lexicon for inscribing. Find Mazark and its sky dome. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know. How long will it be sung? My feet will...
Well, he seemed fairly normal to me. You should consider writing poetry. So, to Black Reach we go then. What in... Oblivion is that thing? That where the Elder Scrolls kept? Well, that was quicker and easier than I expected. Guess that old guy was right then, but how did he get it? Didn't he give you some special food?
Fools!